Welcome
to the I'm Not Dumb But
podcast, where we won't claim to have the answers to life's deepest questions,
but we'll give you an exciting journey
into the realms of knowledge you never knew you needed.
Might be mainstream,
but not common knowledge. From artificial intelligence to conspiracy theories, no topic is too taboo for us to explore. Let's get curious together.
Welcome, everyone, to another episode of I'm Not Dumb, but what's happening in the world? Today, we cover news and events to get you, the listener, to become a more informed and topical person. I'm your host, Victor, joined by Chris.
Hey.
Caesar.
Yo.
And Rob.
You.
How you guys doing today?
I'm good, man.
Good, man. Yo, enjoying this weather.
Yeah, man. What's going on in the world? It's been freaking hot lately.
It has been hot. That's called global warming. And something about El Nino. Other than that, I know nothing about the fucking weather.
No, that makes sense.
All other tropical storms must bow before El Nino.
I always thought El Nino was once, and then every summer I was like, oh, El Nino's back.
Apparently it's like he comes and goes. And then there's El Nino.
El Nino, yeah.
Which I don't even know what the fuck that does. Yeah, there's two.
Oh my God.
There's the masculine and then there's the feminine. You took Spanish. You should know this.
Isn't it La Nina?
All right, let's do.
Okay, I don't know. I didn't do well in Spanish, so
you're correct, sir.
Do we have a resident Spanish speaker here?
No.
Anybody? Chris? What do you, Chris? Don't you speak another language?
No, Caesar speaks only Dominican.
Okay.
Different.
You ever see Caesar in Spain? Like, no one understands what the fuck he's saying.
I don't understand.
It's the proper way.
I am a Spanish genius.
Our first article here. Singer, pop star, bringer of sexy back Justin Timberlake was arrested on June 18th in Sag Harbor for a DWI. After failing a field sobriety test, police officer Michael Arkinson said it was clear he was in no condition to drive. Timberlake was quoted as saying, "I had one martini, and I followed my friends home." It is also being said that Timberlake tried to use his celebrity status to get him out of the arrest, but police officer Arkinson, who is only 24, was unaware of who he was.
That's the craziest thing about the whole story.
That's the best. Yeah, that is.
How is that
I don't
crazy?
believe that for one
like, you don't know
moment.
Justin Timberlake?
No, these kids don't know anything, bro.
What the f...
He's like, do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
Second.
Get the fuck out of here, pretty much.
I mean, what was his last album? It was like 2006, 2005?
Didn't he just release like a new album? Like,
no one listened to it.
It was like a band. The only reason why I listened to it, he was on, you ever seen that show, NPR's Tiny Desk?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
He was in that, and he killed it. And then he had that band there. But I can't believe the guy didn't recognize fucking Justin Timberlake.
Would you, I mean, I would let Justin Timberlake go if I pulled him over.
Of course. But this is what I heard though, is that he stopped him before that and warned him.
oh,
And then he continued and he got him a second time.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
So
Wait a minute. So he stopped him. He was driving. He stopped him. What did he say?
my understanding is that he was
What'd he say?
and warned prior to.
You're possibly drunk. This is a warning.
And then he let him go. But from what I'm reading on the internet, they're saying that this cop has been terrorizing these poor rich people like the entire time.
You mean doing his
he's
job?
known for.
You mean doing
we don't
his
need
job?
that kind of negativity.
He was terrorizing them with tickets, and not letting. Yeah, I don't know. He was terrorizing them. Okay, so really, this was a terrorist attack.
I call upon all nations to do everything they can to stop these terrorist killers. Now watch this drive.
All right, you heard it here first, folks.
No, but I'm glad Justin's okay. And I mean, it could have been worse.
But I mean, if you're at the level of Justin Timberlake, right? Why are you even driving yourself around?
right. True.
Oh my God.
If I was at a bar and Justin Timberlake came up to me and was like, "Hey man, I'm kind of drunk. Can you drive me home?" Even if he doesn't say I'm drunk, he's straight sober and goes, "Hey man, can you just drive me home?" I'd be like, "Yeah, I'll give you a ride." And I'm completely trash. I'd still give him a ride.
Yeah.
Because it's Justin Timberlake.
You'd be the guy that fucking killed Justin Timberlake. But I mean, like, yeah, you got to do him a solid.
I'm not going to Paul Walker him. Relax.
Oh, too soon, man. Too soon.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, someone like Justin Timberlake, if I was that rich, I don't even think I'd walk in that bar.
Where's your driver?
Exactly. I would be like plane to the fucking SUV to the bar. Someone would fucking pick me up and place me in my seat. I'd drink my one martini and then I'd bounce.
Yeah.
And this is another thing. He refused the breathalyzer, which I think when you do that, aren't you like automatically
Yes,
like...
that's why you got to get arrested automatically. Yes.
Go to jail, do not pass go, do not collect $200.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of stuff happening.
They don't
here.
have it on record, so I guess your lawyer can fight and bring it down to a lesser charge.
I know that he pled not guilty, and he probably has some fucking awesome lawyer because he's fucking wealthy.
Yeah.
But you got to think about it. This kid's 24, right? He might know, like, he might say Justin Timberlake, and police officer might go, oh, the actor? Like the guy from the Trolls movies?
That's what I'm saying. Even that, like...
The Maitre D' Canal Bar? I don't know.
But I mean, to only know Justin Timberlake as the actor, I think, is saying a lot.
There's definitely more to this
He must
story.
be like, oh, the dick in the box guy?
Even that, SNL.
Right.
Like
It's true. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I don't buy it.
That was a long time ago.
I don't buy it.
So many
No,
things.
you don't understand, though. Talk to these fucking kids around the age of 20 or lower. They don't know anything. They have no cultural reference of things that we know.
So just YouTubers and Instagram fucking famous people now?
Yeah.
That's who they know.
I remember I had a T-shirt with the Terminator on it, and well, it was Arnold Schwarzenegger, and my cousin was like, she came over one day and she's like, oh, can I wear that shirt with the Jack guy on it? I'm like, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and she's like, who?
Come on, don't bullshit me.
And I'm like,
What?
You don't know who Arnold Schwarzenegger is? She's like, no, I have no idea. And she's in college.
Yeah.
She has no idea who this guy
That's crazy.
is. Yeah, none. And to me, it's like we grew up with this dude.
There's been some recent controversy between Dave Grohl and Taylor Swift fans because he made a comment in one of his live shows how she doesn't do things live or something like that and pissed off a bunch of Swifties, right? And so I go to the comments of this video of him insulting her, and everyone's like, well, I had to Google who Dave Grohl was. I don't have to Google who Taylor Swift does. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
That's wild.
Is this some kind of joke?
When they Googled Dave Grohl, did they not realize how fucking awesome he is?
there's kids that wear Nirvana t-shirts, have
Exactly.
no
No
idea
idea.
who
Exactly.
the members of Nirvana are. It's like they wear it as in like, oh, it's a cool logo.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
So who's famous to them?
Yeah, who like
You're asking the wrong fucking
Like,
guy.
who-
I don't
I
fucking
mean,
know.
famous?
I guess if
who's famous?
you
right
asked
now?
me who was famous to them, I would have no idea. either.
I don't know a lot of them. I didn't know who Sabrina Carpenter was until about like a month ago.
The basketball player?
The Nespresso chick?
I heard two different things. I heard the basketball and I heard the Nespresso chick.
Sabrina Carpenter?
Who is she?
She's on the radio, right? She's not the one that everyone. She's not the basketball player.
She's not the best. I think that's Caitlin
gotcha.
Clark you're thinking
No,
about.
no, there's another.
There's
Sabrina.
another Sabrina. Yeah.
There's another Sabrina?
Yeah, really famous one in a place in
basketball?
New York. Yeah. Sabrina.
There's only one WNBA player, and her name's Caitlin Clark. I don't know who else you're talking about.
They just get a bunch of fans to play her.
I saw an interview of this guy is standing like literally in front of a like WNBA player, and with her name on it, and then they're interviewing someone, and he goes like, "I'll give you $50 if you name one WNBA player." The guy's like, "I have no idea," and then the cameras like keep pointing at the person, the poster. They're like, "You sure?" They're like, "Yeah, I have no idea." Funniest thing ever.
Can you name a WNBA player?
WNBA page, come on. No.
Oh, man.
All right. Next up, a big congratulations to Elon Musk as he welcomed his 12th child into his ever-expanding cult. On June 22nd, Musk had his third child with a Neuralink executive. The pair welcomed twins Strider and Azure. Azuri?
The cloud? Azure? Microsoft
Yeah.
Azure?
I have no idea.
Azure.
In November of 2021, Musk also had 6 children with his ex-wife, Justine Wilson, twins Vivian and Griffin, triplets Kai, Saxon, and Damien, and he's had 3 kids with his ex Grimes. XAI13.
Just X, the letter X, and then the AE is like pronounced Ash, and then A12 is my contribution.
Another child, Exa Dark, Sideral, and Techno Mechanicus.
I think one of those is my password.
The suggested password.
Yo, I didn't know he had 12 fucking kids though.
Oh my
I didn't know.
He has
That's
multiple twins and triplets.
Yeah, he's
That sounds
probably
like
Dude,
IVF,
he's
bro.
doing science. He is doing science experiments with these.
Bro, that
with
sounds
these
like
women.
IVF. Because like most of the time
Yeah,
when you do
there's no
IVF,
way.
it's twins and triplets and all that shit.
Really?
He does crazy shit though. I think he's on the Ozempic. He's probably on fucking some sort of like fertility shit.
Yeah, how old is he?
That's a good question. How old is he?
He's 178 years
Wow,
old.
he looks great.
Wow, looks excellent.
He's 52. He's 52.
52.
Damn.
He's starting to look like a villain.
Yeah.
He's been a
right?
villain. I don't know if you know this, but
He was I don't know. At one point, he was like the savior. Now he's a.
it depends if you wear a fedora and drink lots of craft beer.
Oh, got it.
I don't like him. I'm not an Elon Musk fan.
What about him?
I think he just talks a lot of like game about how he's out here trying to fucking save the world with technology and all this other bullshit, and he does nothing for the world. Like he probably
repopulating the
hurts
world
it.
with fucking
I don't know.
technology.
He's repopulating the world with Azul. But that Neuralink is pretty wild. Have you seen that?
I don't trust that at
kid
all.
playing video games without his hands.
What?
Imagine playing that kid in Call of Duty. You'll never be able to be faster than him. He will just immediately snipe you.
They drill a fucking quarter-size hole into your head to get that in there.
Yeah, but his KDR is probably sick.
Yeah, if the Bluetooth works.
It's true.
Yeah. What do you got? What do you do in that situation? My iPad's dead in 3 years. Does he have to get like? He has to get like software updates and stuff.
How do you charge your Neuralink?
Probably go to sleep.
I don't know.
I was watching a video today about someone with a Cybertruck. They got their charger randomly locks into the truck, so they can't get it out. And so they tried taking the charger, they unplug it from the wall, they coil it up, they throw it in the trunk, and then the car won't let you drive because it senses the charger in there. So you have to go to the trunk, open it up, rip a panel off, find a little fucking tab, and pull it to unlock. I've seen nothing but issues with the Cybertruck.
I've seen it around the city.
I've seen that thing around the street. Yeah.
Oh, it's ugly as shit.
Yeah.
It is ugly.
It looks like if you were playing like a motocross game on like
From the
32-bit PlayStation.
Yeah. Like PS1.
Yeah, like Cruising USA, like the first one. And you just unlock like a pickup truck, and you're like, this thing looks fucking sick. It's I heard it's expensive to charge.
I'm sure it is.
I've seen that thing been zipping around the house.
I think these cars, and people are like, oh, the Teslas, they're great. All the rich people have them, right? Honestly, I think A, it's partly status symbol. And then B, I think they're just there to collect as much data from you as fucking possible.
Oh. What do you think they're doing with all that?
Selling it.
It's like a behavior data of how we act, how we drive, how it's like everything.
I don't know, Chris. I don't know. They could do anything with it. There could be clones of us being created.
What? Clones?
Aren't they doing that with like car insurance these days or no?
What?
Like when you plug it into your car, it's like, hey, do you want the safe driver? And I'm like, no,
I think
I'm all
some
right.
insurances, they let you, like, they'll give you a discount if they, like, let you follow you around or some shit.
They give you a discount?
Yeah, they'll give you, like, a discount off your car insurance because they're like, oh, okay, yeah, he's part of our program that lets us collect data from them.
And then they fucking jack it
Bro,
up.
those insurance discount things are a total scam.
Bullshit.
It's a scam. It's all a scam.
I called my home insurance today. They were like, oh, you get a discount if you have a security system. I was like, Awesome. So I put one in. I call up. I'm like, hey, yeah, I get a discount. I just installed this security system. They're like, all right, great. Let's run your numbers. Right. She's like, all right, your new total is actually it's $1 more. What? What kind of discount is $1 more? She goes, oh, I was like, well, then I don't want it. She goes, well, unfortunately, we already talked about it, so it's on a recorded line. So I said, wait a minute. So I called you, and now my insurance just went up $1. What? I was like, so I owe you money? She's like, well, I mean, yeah. I was like, I should have never called you. So yeah, now I pay $1 more for insurance. Makes no sense, but that's Elon. Elon did that.
Go fuck yourself.
With Elon Musk celebrating a new child, let's go over the top baby names of 2024.
Ooh, let's do it.
According to babycenter.com, the top 5 names for girls for 2024 is Olivia, Emma, Amelia, Sophia, and Charlotte.
Oh, wow.
How interesting.
Top 5 boys' names include Noah, Liam, Oliver, Elijah, and Mateo.
I know Mateo. He was cool.
You know Mateo?
Yeah, I know Mateo.
I think it's
cool.
very like Hispanic. No, that's a
Yeah.
Hispanic name.
Yeah.
It's a cool name though. It's got the right amount of flair. It's not too much. You know what I mean? I like that. Noah's I hate it.
Yeah, I don't like that name.
Was it Noah?
And I've never met an Oliver I liked.
You know multiple? I think I only know one.
Yeah.
Really? I don't even know one Oliver.
Really?
Yeah. I don't think I don't know any Oliver.
And Elijah, strong name.
Yeah, Elijah. Yeah, you got that's good.
Elijah? I only know Elijah. The fucking Hobbit dude. Elijah Wood.
Yeah, you're right.
Or Elijah Muhammad. I don't know. I just know the name. I don't know where it's from.
I don't know. That's.
I don't know. We should look that up.
I think Muhammad? He just praised to the wrong God.
We're all inclusive here.
He's a religious leader from 1897 to 1875.
Get this, Rob.
Yeah, man.
Oh, he was the prominent leader of the Nation of Islam.
There you go.
Rob, thank you for never flying a plane again. You're now on every watch list.
Nah, they don't do that anymore, probably.
I want you blacklisted.
He's like, I have TSA pre, right? I'm good.
Guys, I have global entry. I'm cool.
Not anymore. That shit's got revoked.
I think your mindset just changes when you have that much money.
He hooked up with one of his interns, college interns. I'm surprised that wasn't the one who had the child. You guys didn't hear that story?
No.
And then he hired her.
I'm sure someone's pulled up like a data thing and like see what his type is. Like, are they all hitting the same age range? Do they all look the same, or all these chicks look different?
There was a chick from Westworld that he used to be involved with. Do you remember Westworld at all?
Yeah, the first season.
That's what I'm talking about.
I could not understand the second season.
I think it was like one of the first episodes or something like that, where the guy comes into the park.
You must be William.
There's the woman there, and she's like, dress, here's your clothes, dress how you want to dress. That blonde, he used to date her.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I remember her.
Good for him. He likes that robotic look, probably.
These violent delights have violent ends.
He dated the...
Tell me about Mars. Give me Mars facts. He dated who?
Amber Heard.
Yes.
Oh, he dated her.
Oh, shit.
Does he have a type?
Wow.
Yeah, he has a type.
I think she was cheating on Johnny Depp, allegedly.
Elon Musk?
With Elon?
Yeah, I think they overlap. The timelines overlap.
Oh, that might have been it. Well, you never quit your old job until you get a new one. So.
Hashtag preach.
All right, so our next article. Futurist Raymond Kurzweil wrote in his new book, The Singularity is Nearer, that nanorobots may be the key to stopping human aging and letting us live for thousands of years. One of the biggest issues with aging is that our bodies and cells start to accumulate errors as more cells reproduce. Many anti-aging therapies seek to cut down on these errors, allowing the body to repair itself more quickly. Kurzweil believes that medical nanorobots will help us cure human aging. Human bodies may require several 100 billion nanorobots to repair and augment degrading organs and keep them running in peak condition. Would you guys want to live 1,000 years?
If I had the money.
Because if I'm going to be poor for 1,000 years, I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, your Roth IRA in 1,000 years is probably wild.
Yeah, but he'd have to continue to work.
Yeah.
He'd be retired at 900.
I'm going to retire at 999.
Yeah.
Yes, enjoy my 1 year.
Yeah.
You know what? More and more, we're just turning into cyborgs.
I don't mind that.
Or that's like the move.
I don't mind that, but I just think that if I can get like my 25-year-old body back.
You can, bro. It's called discipline.
Go on. Tell me about this discipline.
Well, I've heard that there's people who are very regimented and they look after themselves.
What time did you wake up in the morning, huh?
Today, I woke up at 6:15.
Not early enough.
Nah, man.
You're not going to last 1,000 years with that attitude.
That's not okay. It's not okay. It's not acceptable. You need to work harder.
For you personally, I knew you at 25, so I probably wouldn't shoot for your 25-year-old body.
I just meant like things were.
You were probably in better shape in your 30s.
You're probably in better shape.
Yeah,
now.
no, but it was.
Yeah.
I think it was my metabolism was higher and less things hurt.
Oh yeah, everything hurts now, bro. My like clavicle cracked in the morning the other day, and all I was doing
he was done for the
getting
day.
a mug of coffee.
He called in sick at that point.
Wait, so this is like a nanotechnology? Like you inject yourself with like, is that what
With
it is?
nanorobots, yeah, that's what he thinks. That's what his book is talking about.
Is that like same thing as
Feasible?
like? No, look. Do you remember in Iron Man?
Yes, Tony Stark discovered nanotechnology.
Nanotechnology, right? So something similar to that.
But inside of you.
So how do you inject these nanorobots?
Well,
Like
they're
you
nano, so
drink them.
they're
They're
nanorobots. I guess you put them in some sort of solution. I don't fucking know. I think this is like science fiction. I think at this point, right? There's no nanorobots in reality
That we know of.
That we know of, yeah.
There's a crazy biotech, nanotech building up in Albany.
Yeah, they came to our college. They talked about all the stuff they were working on.
One little like building, and now it's a whole fucking complex.
I remember, and I'm dating myself now, like 20 years ago when I was in college, I think I felt like, because they came up and spoke to us from Albany, and they were creating car engines that could sit on like the head of a pin, and they were getting them to run.
But for what? My car is not the size of a fucking pin.
I know, but
I
just to
can't
be able
fit
to
in
have
that.
like an engine like operate at that
Yeah, but
scale
how much
was-
horsepower is it putting out?
That's probably not
You know?
much. It's probably not
Oh,
much,
great.
yeah.
My ants can run around in fucking cars. Thank you.
I mean,
That'd be pretty
that
cool.
might be the future.
That'd be pretty cool.
Ants driving? That's ridiculous.
A center for ants.
Probably better drivers than people.
Yeah, but their traffic would probably be sick. You ever seen them walk? They're probably like obeying everything.
It's true.
Well, it'd just be in straight lines.
Have you seen some of these drivers out here on these roads? They're the worst.
If there's a snowstorm, people create a new lane on highways.
Yeah, I know. I love
It's
that.
like as soon as you don't see the lines, people are like, fuck it. And there's no rules now.
This is not Nam. This is bowling. There are rules.
I was on the Cross Island the other day, and it's a goddamn nightmare. It took like 3 hours.
What island are you trying to cross?
So apparently, like south of New York, there's this island that like runs out. They call it like Long Island or something.
No, I wouldn't go there if I were you. I wouldn't go there.
It's sketchy. But so I went out there, and I'm just sitting in traffic, just like stirring inside of myself. And I said, you know what? Why am I doing this? I am not doing this. I just pulled out, and I went all the way to the exit, and I just cut everybody off. And I was like, that was just better. Like that just worked so much better.
You're on the shoulder?
No, I went over. So when you take that exit, it's like 30 or whatever. It's wide. It's actually 2 lanes, but they make it into one. I just went right through. I cut like 20 minutes of traffic. My GPS was like red, and then it was like green. Like I was like, yeah, let's do this. But yeah, I couldn't do it anymore. I sat there for like 20 minutes. I was like, I'm done. There should be a cap on traffic.
You couldn't pull that shit with Mike Arkinson.
Double bacon cheeseburger. It's for a cop.
But so these robots, what are they going to do? They're going to
fix you when your cells are bad.
That's my question. So are you going to stay one age? Because of the whole aging.
I think you'll probably just age slower. You'll age slower.
I don't know how cells work, to be honest with you.
And that's just me watching like a lot of like vampire movies, where they just age. Because like, I'm like 40,000 years old, and you're like, oh wow, it looks like he's in his early 40s. You'll probably be much slower.
1,000 years.
Honestly, though, like if they were like, listen, you want nanorobots, I guess I would stay this age. Like, I would have wanted to start a little earlier. Really just maximize that time.
You're fucked now.
Yeah, because like my right ankle shot. Do I want to deal with this right ankle for the next 1,000 years? Right. You know what I mean?
If they have nanorobots that are going to stop you from aging, they have them. They can fix you right now.
Yeah, if you could fix my ankle. Yeah, all right.
Get my hairline back.
I'm down.
Take everything else.
Yeah, they got to work on that. I'm surprised they haven't figured that one out yet.
Wait, didn't they? I thought I read somewhere the other day about, was it in China somewhere? They use nanotechnology to revive like a liver or something, or some kind of human organ.
I don't know. I don't believe shit that comes out of China, to be honest.
China.
I feel like they just lie about 90% of the stuff that they put out.
I haven't heard that, Chris.
No?
No. We're still using pig organs to do its stuff here. So, yeah.
So, for our next article, Season 4 of The Boys is now holding the lowest Rotten Tomato score in the series history. The Boys, one of the most popular shows in the world, has consistently garnered positive reviews from critics as well as audiences. However, Season 4 has taken a turn as it currently has an audience score of 48% compared to the previous audience scores for Seasons 1 through 3 of 95%, 83%, and 75% respectively. Many believe that the current season is undergoing a review bombing, appeared to be driven by complaints about the series' perceived wokeness and political leanings. One of the reviews on Rotten Tomatoes noted the blatant alienation of half their audience by implication that if you have any conservative views at all, you are evil is too much. One fan wrote, decline was undeniable in Season 3, and it seems to continue in this season as the writing gets worse and worse. Meanwhile, another fan said, terrible. Absolutely no plot, just the occasional shock through violence and sex scenes. The Boys creator Eric Kripke revealed that he had a perspective that he wanted to show in the series and doesn't care if people call the series woke. Kripke has already announced The Boys will end with Season 5.
Have you seen Season 4?
I am caught up with Season 4. Are you guys caught up with Season 4?
No, not yet.
I haven't seen Season 3 yet.
And what would you say?
In Season 4, there's a fan group of Homelander fans, and I think they kind of touch on it in Season 3, where they have these group of people that are in support of Homelander that act a lot like MAGA conservatives. And I think that these is what they're kind of getting at. Which I feel, if you've watched The Boys, they always make political references. Like, political references in the show is not new. They've been doing it since Season 1.
From the very beginning.
From the very beginning. It's like, what show have you been watching?
Yeah.
And so if they're getting this, in my view, if they're getting this Season 4 perspective, that means they're having a are we the bad guys moment in my eyes, where they're looking at these guys and they're going, oh, these guys are terrible. And then they're going, wait a minute, are we the bad guys in this?
Wait, is this fucking play about us?
Or they're upset that they're being made to be the bad guys.
Well, then you are.
Well, they might see that it's one perspective.
If you feel that way, then maybe rethink about what you're doing. But I mean, as far as being woke, I mean, The Boys have always towed the line between reality and fiction. They consistently make current references to events.
Yeah, they do. Yeah. I really want to see. I mean, that show was...
You haven't seen the whole show?
I've seen 1 through 3. I haven't seen Season 4. I haven't even started it yet.
I watched Season 1, but after that, I couldn't get into it of Season 2.
Was it too violent for you, or
I don't know. But Season 1 was great. Like, I loved it, but
and
after
then you just stopped watching it.
Yeah, I just stopped watching it. So yeah.
What are you currently watching? Season 3 of Hannah Montana, or
maybe no.
Yeah,
no, he's done with Season 3.
He's watching Full House reruns.
No, I'm not watching anything right now, to be honest with you.
Well, now you can go back and watch season 2 of The Boys, available on Amazon Prime.
Money, please.
Maybe I'll try. I just finished like a month ago the Blacklist.
I have tried watching that show 3 different times, and I cannot get past I can't even get halfway.
The last season gets a little.
Wait, Blacklist or Black Mirror?
Blacklist.
Is that what
Blacklist? Yeah.
What's his name? The bald guy.
James Spader.
He was in The Office.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was Robert California.
Robert California. Yeah.
I was.
You don't even know my real name. I'm the Lizard King.
I feel like Blacklist. That's like a show my parents watch. I can't get into.
It's too many episodes per season. It's like 20-something episodes.
Over 20 episodes, and did like 10 seasons of it.
It's like I start watching The Blacklist, then I'm watching Wheel of Fortune, and then it just like, you know what I mean? Like then I'm like complaining about I can't get into that.
Wheel of Fortune with Ryan Seacrest?
He's on that.
Oh,
he's on that now.
Really?
Yeah.
Bro, I just read a thing that Vanna White wants to quit early because she doesn't jibe with Seacrest.
Sounds about right.
I don't know. Or maybe I should watch Blacklist. I don't know.
It is a good show. It's just they drag it out because it's so many episodes.
Yep.
It reminds me of like a Prison Break where they just.
It was the old way. It was the old way of doing TV.
So what's season 4 about without giving any spoilers?
Of The Boys?
Yeah.
It just follows. Have you seen season 3?
No, I could stop that too. And then didn't they do like a couple of years?
It just follows Homelander's
son, right?
No, well, it's his son and his also now Homelander's trying to take more charge of VOD itself, and so now he's more of a leadership role. But also, there's more pushback to VOD through a different group. I don't perceive any more wokeness or less wokeness than it had before. I think people are upset because this is a spoiler alert. I find it strange that people are upset because the character Frenchie starts hooking up with a guy, and people are very upset that he's bisexual.
I could see that happening.
First of all,
that's woke.
It's not woke. He's French.
Exactly.
So therefore, that's normal. I think all French people are bisexual. Like it just regular.
I got that vibe from season 1.
Well, that's generalizing.
Mon Dieu.
And less people have an issue with the deep fucking an octopus, which is, I think,
but
weird.
That makes sense.
Because he's from the ocean.
Exactly.
He has gills.
And it was a female octopus.
No, it wasn't. It was a male octopus.
How do you know the difference between a female octopus and a male octopus?
Because I think his name was like Timothy or something.
Yeah, but you know, girls have like guys' names now. So, you know, like I met a guy named Ashley the other day. So it's like,
yeah. All those female Noahs.
Yeah, Timothy's in.
Did you guys hear that? What is it? Starlight got like her nose job and shit. People were clowning her for it.
So yes,
I thought she was prettier before. It looks like she did get some work done. I thought she looked prettier before.
Honestly, it looks like she just got Botox. I was looking at her face recently. It looks like she's got Botox.
Yeah, but you could always.
But the character of Mother's Milk is mad skinny in season 4. Like he looks. I don't know what he went through. I don't know if he just lost a lot of weight, but he looks really different.
Really? Maybe he's doing CrossFit.
I hope he's all right, but he looks almost sickly.
You never know these days, man. R.I.P.
That will go be, man.
Oh, Ozempic.
All right, for our last article, Summer Olympics in Paris is approaching and events are heating up. In an effort for Paris to host what they're calling the greenest ever games, organizers chose not to install air conditioning at the complex where thousands of athletes and officials will stay throughout the games. Instead, Athletes Village will be cooled by a system of water pipes running beneath the floorboards. Officials claimed this method would keep rooms between 73 and 79 degrees Fahrenheit, and they will also provide fans. Now, does 73 to 79 degrees sound comfortable to anyone when you're sleeping?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think I had that same system in my house. It's called
right now. It's like 85. No. Just to record this.
Just get that new French system in his house.
Usually when I turn, like I usually try to keep it like 75, 70, like in like low 70s.
Just goes to bed with a Ziploc bag full of ice cubes.
The response from competing countries has not shared the same sentiment as the host. Members of teams USA, Canada, Great Britain, Italy, Germany, Greece, and Australia are among the countries to use portable air conditioners in some or all their athletes' rooms. Leaders from some of those countries have said publicly that they either plan to bring the units themselves or obtain them in France. Business idea. Australian officials, for their part, are spending upwards of $100,000 to keep athletes cool. France saw a record-breaking heat wave last summer, which was the joint hottest ever recorded on the continent, where more than 5,000 people died in France as a result of extreme heat. Researchers warn that this year's temperatures could be even higher.
Probably all the other countries are getting this piping system, and the French athletes are getting like this sick-ass AC. And they're just going to have an advantage.
It's part of the process.
Yeah, it's part of the plan. Yeah, we're going green, guys. We're going green.
Someone should do a study with sleeping temperatures and like how many gold medals they win.
But have you guys ever experienced that?
Sleeping in heat?
What?
Yeah, with the heat.
Yeah.
It drives you fucking crazy.
You can't sleep.
You can't sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't sleep. You can't sleep.
And these guys are, tip-top athletes. They're regimented already.
And they already have the anti-sex beds.
What?
You didn't know about this?
The twin beds, right?
With the pillow in the middle?
No, they're twin beds. Oh. They're twin bed. Everyone's given a twin bed, but they're cardboard. So if you try to have someone else on it, the thing will collapse.
No way.
It's like it sounds like a hostel. Like
that sounds like
it's like summer camp.
They're trying to cut down on all these athletes fucking because that's what they do a lot of that over there.
I heard.
Oh, I mean, everyone's all jacked up, best bodies in the world. Yeah.
Everybody's doping.
They got to keep it going.
Why not?
Ain't gonna be no fucking that night.
I mean, I'm all for the going green, but I mean, like, listen, if that was a hotel, I'd give it a terrible rating.
Yep. I agree.
I wouldn't stay there again.
Just send them to a Holiday Inn Express.
I mean, at that point, think about how many people are probably getting hotel rooms.
I don't think you're allowed to. I think you're supposed to be in the athletes.
You have to stay on base.
Yeah, you have to stay on the athletes' village.
The village? I thought you could decline if you... I heard stories
I'm just making that up. I have no idea. I thought that's where all the athletes hang out.
If I have a race tomorrow and my coach is staying at a 5-star hotel, I'm staying at that place. I'm not staying at Athletes Village where they're like, yeah, look, it's green. They cracked the window for you.
Not all the way.
No.
Is it bed bug?
Yeah, not all the way. You can't open it all the way.
I completely forgot that the Olympics were even happening.
Bro, it happens in end of July. They start.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen a lot of ads.
Get ready.
So to add to the Olympic problems, Parisians are also threatening to defecate in the Seine River to protest sewage contamination after reports found unsafe levels of E. coli bacteria in the water less than 2 months before the Olympic swimming competitions are scheduled to start there.
So that's supposed to help?
But them throwing poop is going to make it even worse.
I think they're trying to protest the fact that they're holding events in the river. So to just prove the fact that it's not healthy for you, they're going to add poop to it.
Which eventually will not make it healthy. When these athletes leave, the Parisians are going to stay there, and it's just going to be worse.
Well,
for
it's
them.
already. They're claiming that it's already not healthy, and that you shouldn't be swimming in it.
Oh God, I just don't understand people.
French people are weird.
So how are they going to get? Are they going to like hang over a bridge and just
I'm
go?
glad you asked that
like
because I did look up
poop in a bucket.
I did look up pictures. They have these makeshift toilets that hang over the river, like the bank, and then they're expecting people to sit on them and just defecate. Yeah, look
business idea. Create up a company that is going to install those toilets
and clean them.
We need portable ACs. We need to sell them in Paris, and then we also need
scratch that. We'll sell Fabuloso to clean them. All
the
Paris is
I'm
like
gonna set up like a hand washing station right outside of them. I got you.
We just dump Fabuloso into the river.
Paris is gonna smell like fucking lavender.
I love it. Let's do it. What's the first step?
Fais Duster, Croissant, Les Miserables, First Catcher, Luc Robitaille, D'Artagnan, Perrier, Frenteur, Canton, Peanut, Buster, Parfait.
Since the Summer Olympics are approaching very quickly, let's play Is It an Olympic Sport?
Ooh.
As the Summer Olympics games are approaching, we are going to go through a few events, and you guys are going to guess, is it a current Summer Olympic event?
Let's do this.
So let's start with an easy one.
Got this.
Archery. What do you guys think?
Yes, man.
Yes.
Yeah.
You all are correct. Archery was first featured at the Olympic Games in Paris in 1900 and continued to 1920, then taking a 52-year hiatus until 1972 when it was reintroduced in Munich.
Wow.
So next up, baseball.
No.
Yes.
Think so.
And that's 2 points to Rob. No. So it became an official Olympic sport in 1992 in Barcelona until the 2008 Beijing Games. The sport was then dropped from the Summer Olympic program until 2020 Olympics in Tokyo for a single appearance. But it is expected to be part of the 2028 Olympics in LA.
Suck on that, Rob.
Baseball's too boring, man. Baseball. Nobody wants to watch that.
Forget you.
Nobody wants to watch that. Nobody wants to watch that. Unless they're giving out free hats, nobody wants to see that.
Watching baseball in America and watching baseball anywhere else, completely different experience. Go to DR.
What's going on over there?
Bro, the stadiums, it's energy. Straight up.
It's like Carnival, probably.
Yes,
I've heard in DR they do pickup games. You know how like people just meet in basketball and then I heard they do that for baseball down there.
How do you get that many people organized?
Bro, it's baseball all year.
Yeah.
Literally all year.
Have you ever played in DR? Have you ever played pickup baseball?
Just like street ball. But what he's talking about is actual field, stadium. Yeah, no, I haven't done that.
So you just showed up and like, hey, I want to play.
Yeah, literally, there's baseball all year round. And it's fucking wild. No, it's fucking wild. It's so much fun. It's so much fun.
It's boring.
Next up, badminton. Is that a current Olympic sport?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yes.
I've seen too much stuff online. It's got to be.
Right. I'll go with
All are correct. Its Olympic debut as a demonstration sport at the 1972 Olympics and has been an official program since 1992.
The problem with badminton is every time it doesn't matter how hard you hit that thing.
Badminton.
Shuttlecock?
Badminton.
It
doesn't matter how hard you hit that shuttlecock. Right? Yeah. Doesn't matter.
How hard do you hit it?
Slam on that thing.
Wow.
You can slam on that thing. The shuttlecock just moves at the same speed.
Like you hit it hard, it goes fast, and then it just slows down. It's physics, man.
Pickleball. Is that an Olympic sport?
I would say no.
I don't think so.
Maybe in the future, but not.
It should be. It should be.
It is not. It is not. So maybe you're right. Maybe in the future.
It's getting real popular here.
Is tennis in there?
Tennis, yes. Tennis is an Olympic sport. Sport.
When all those guys get old, they'll start a pickleball game.
Squash. Is squash an Olympic sport?
I don't think so.
I would say yes.
I want to say yes.
Unfortunately, it is not. It has never appeared in the Olympic Games, although it was a demonstration sport at the Buenos Aires 2018 Youth Olympic Games. So maybe it's on its way up. I don't know. Judo.
Yes.
Caesar?
Yeah.
Yes, judo had
Caesar's got to go first. He's just saying whatever I'm saying.
He's copying your score.
I'm thinking. I'm like, have I seen it? I don't even know.
Yes. It had its Olympic debut at Tokyo in 1964 and has been a permanent fixture since 1972. Breakdancing. Is that an Olympic
waiting
sport?
For Caesar on this one.
I don't think so.
Yes, I think they might have just added this.
It should be, though.
Rob?
I'm going to say no.
It actually is.
What?
Breakdancing, yes. It's called breaking, was featured in the Summer Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires in 2018 and was added to the Paris 2024 program as a new sport.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I got to check out like the rules for this. Do they put a cardboard box on the floor?
You'd hope so, right?
That's the only way I'm watching.
You got to have a boombox.
Is this a regulation?
You got two more. Skateboarding. Is skateboarding an Olympic sport?
Skateboarding?
Skateboarding. Like with a skateboard.
Yeah, I think so.
Skateboarding, like what I do.
Wait, what?
What is skateboarding?
What do you
skateboarding?
What do you say?
Tony Hawk, bro.
Skateboarding.
Yeah. No, it is not.
I
gotta wait for Caesar.
Yeah.
I gotta wait for Caesar.
Yeah, Caesar said yes. Caesar said
then
yes.
Say yes.
Then no, it is
I'll
not.
say no.
Skateboarding is an Olympic
They have
sport. Made its
all the winter sports. They have all this crazy stuff. This is,
So it made its Olympic debut at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, and it will once again be included in Paris 2024.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. All
The
right.
last one for all the marbles, climbing.
You know what? I'm gonna go with yes, and if it's not, it should be.
I say yes.
Yes, same here. Yes.
Well, you guys are correct. Sport climbing made its debut in the Tokyo 2020 Games, joining the Olympic program as a new sport.
Nice.
So who won?
It's when they do the speed climbing, right? So they have
I think
they have the cliff.
Yeah, that thing.
And they
is
try to get up as
Spider-Man.
quickly as possible. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is insane.
And that is what you have to look forward to for the Summer Olympics in July.
I can't wait to watch that skateboarding. It's gonna be awesome.
That and the shuttle.
They have to check in. They had to check in at an airport, get through security, and to their gate as quickly as possible
Without getting randomly checked.
Yeah, you get an hour and a half. You got to get through TSA. No one has
You
pre-check.
get dropped off at Newark, and they're like, "Get to gate C-17." Yeah, no pre-check is allowed. No pre-boarding is allowed.
And you have to check one
And the
bag.
machines are down. So you gotta wait online.
Yeah, it's no automatic machines. You have to get a teller.
Take your laptops and electronics out the bag. If you got a hoodie on, take it off. Take it off.
All right, and that's all the news we have for today. Any final thoughts?
Free my man's Justin Timberlake.
Hashtag free Timberlake.
It's gonna be me.
Chris, get on those t-shirts.
Did you guys hear about Travis Scott getting arrested?
Who?
Travis
He was also
Scott.
drunk too.
Was he touching underage kids?
What did he get arrested for?
Yeah, what did he get arrested for?
Being drunk and
Why did I say? I said something about underage kids, and Chris went into deep thought.
I was like, wait, did he? I was like, for a second.
We're not talking about Diddy.
If I pulled
It was
over Travis
believable.
Scott, I wouldn't know.
I don't know who that. I don't know what he looks like, to be honest.
I have no idea what he looks
Really?
like. I know his
No idea.
songs. No
And
idea
then
what he looks like.
You
he
better start singing for
actually
me.
started making a T-shirt with his picture on it, selling on his website. I think.
He's gonna make $1 million.
Oh, you can't make your own
Guy-
photos.
Yeah.
You can't make your own
Selling
t-shirts.
it. Nah,
Everything he sells,
he's
sells
smart.
out, man. He's a
Really?
yeah,
He sounds smart. Shit.
marketing genius.
JT should start doing that. Get ahead
I
of
don't
this
think
thing.
JT's in the most popular position right now.
I don't. He's.
But this is my thing. Why?
Because
Do you really care?
That book came out.
The Britney Spears.
That Britney Spears book came out trashing him.
Trashing JT?
What did it say?
What did it say?
He had to quit it.
Yeah, that he was out there bragging about having sex with her, that she had an abortion, and he wasn't very supportive, shit like that, allegedly.
I can see that happening. He looks like a scumbag.
So a lot of people turned on JT. I didn't. I still stand with JT.
Cry me a river, bro.
Yeah, for real. No one's gonna care. And like 6 months from now, he's gonna come out with a dope ass song.
I hope so.
Nobody's.
I
gonna
need
care.
another Future Sex Love Sounds. That's what I need from him.
Yeah, he killed
That
it.
little concert. That little concert he did, I was like, wow, man, super talented.
What's the Tiny Desk?
Yeah, it's. I think it's a Tiny Desk concert. Something.
T-Pain did one of those, and he fucking killed it.
You know,
I love.
you know who
T-Pain.
really killed it? Juvenile.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did one?
Juvenile did one.
Wow.
And I was like, yo, mad hype.
And when you say hype, that's like a good thing, right?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. No, man.
Did he have Mad Riz?
That I don't know what that means.
Kids aren't saying Riz
No
anymore,
cap.
bro.
No cap.
Kids aren't saying that
No?
anymore, right? No.
I said deuces the other day, and one of my coworkers was like, "Oh, I haven't heard that in years." I was sorry for being old. It's just the number 2.
Fuck, you're old.
So, all right. We want to thank you all for listening. To stay updated on new content and join in on the discussion, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube at I'm Not Dumb But. And if you've been with us for this long, hit the subscribe button on wherever you're listening to this right now and continue this journey of knowledge and humor. Until next time, stay curious.
Later.
No one knows what deuces mean, bro. Stop saying it.